We got Bret Johnson and Danny Sabatello. Bret Johnson is an absolute beast. I really don't know why he left the UFC to go over to Bellator. Maybe he's getting paid a little bit more. Maybe his contract expired. I'm not really too sure, but he's only 29 years old, 5'7" inches tall, and he's 70-inch reach, so a little bit less tall than Danny Sabatello, and then a little bit less of a reach than Danny Sabatello, but it doesn't matter. That reach and that height does not matter when you are grappling and wrestling, and that is exactly what Bret Johnson is going to look to do in the fight. I mean, the man's wrestling, the man's grappling, the man's ground and pound is all amazing. 17 wins and 2 losses right here. 2 knockout wins, 6 submission wins, and 9 decision wins. Most of his knockout wins are due to ground and pound. He's just getting you down. I mean, I was surprised when I saw this. I saw a highlight in his last fight, or his first fight inside the fourth fight inside the UFC against Joe Soto. He got a calf slicer. I mean, only this man, and then I believe Charles do Bronx Oliveira, the current lightweight champion of the UFC, has a calf slicer. And the man got it in 30 seconds in the first round. What the heck, man? You're getting a calf slicer inside the UFC. I mean, I don't even know how to... I really don't even know what a calf slicer is. How the heck do you do that? But this man has a calf slicer with 6 submission wins. A really good double-A takedown as well. Danny Sabatello, 28 years old. A pretty good record right there with 10 wins and 1 loss. I believe this is his first fight inside of Bellator. He is taking the fight on short notice. That could be a disadvantage right here. He was supposed to fight... Bret Johnson was supposed to fight Matos, but... I'm not too sure why he ended up pulling out of the fight, but now Danny Sabatello stepping in, I believe, 1.5 weeks notice, something like that. But that will be a disadvantage in the fight for sure. With 10 wins and 1 loss, the 145th best bantamweight fighter in the world. 3 knockout wins, 4 submission wins, and 3 decision wins. Usually, he's trying to wrestle and he's trying to grapple, but I highly doubt he's going to be trying to wrestle and grapple with a guy like Bret Johnson. I mean, even if he does manage to somehow get a takedown on Bret Johnson, I can only imagine how fast Bret Johnson would reverse position, get on top, and grind up and look for that submission. So, Danny Sabatello I don't think he's going to want to grapple with Bret Johnson, even though usually in his fights, he goes out there, gets the fight down, grapples, ground and pound, whatever the case may be. But this fight is one he's probably going to want to keep on the feet and use that height and reach at range. Jab, 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 leg kick, 1-2, 1-2, leg kick, jab, jab, jab. Just kind of that type of game plan with Bret Johnson, just keeping the fight at range and defending all of the takedowns. I really do not see Danny Sabatello wanting to keep this fight on the ground in a grappling and wrestling format, because to be quite honest, Bret Johnson would absolutely destroy him, but in the striking game, with that height, with that reach, he needs to get the fight at range. If he can do that and defend the takedowns as well, got a good chance of winning the fight. But I mean, if you watch any Bret Johnson highlights, I mean, the man is just so relentless. I mean, he goes for like 8 to 10 takedowns every single fight. Let me check this right now. This is literally mind-blowing, man. Inside of the UFC, I believe he averages something crazy like 7 takedowns per fight. I don't even know how it happened, but 5 takedowns every single fight inside of the UFC. You look right here, 11 takedowns against Kwan Ho Yang. However you say that guy's name. 3 takedowns, 6 takedowns right here, and then 8 takedowns, man. How is this happening? 11 takedowns, 6 takedowns, and 8 takedowns. I mean, the man is so relentless. Even if you get back up on the feet, he will keep on going with more and more takedowns. The man is just relentless. I think he's going to be really, really relentless right here and get the fight down as soon as possible. Possibly get that submission win, but I think this fight will be a dominant grappling and wrestling and ground and pounding, grinding decision win right here. So my overall prediction is Bret Johnson win the fight by 30-27 unanimous decision right there.